In politics, you're either on message or you are losing. Let's get to it. Welcome to On Message, a weekly look at where the battle lines are drawn and who is winning the war of words. This week, air assault. Since our last video, the calendar has flipped from April to May, and that means the clock is ticking towards primary election day. As campaigns shift from focusing on a smaller group of delegates to the broader field of primary Republican voters, one of the biggest changes you'll see are ads hitting TV. Those same ads will also hit your social media feeds if you've been targeted, of course, but the battle of the airwaves is the most auspicious element at this time. In the most high-profile race in Utah, incumbent Senator Mike Lee is the first and, at the moment, the only candidate with ads on television. His 30-second spot began airing this past week. In it, we get endorsements from former House Speaker Greg Hughes, State Senator Dan McKay, and an appearance by Utah County Commissioner Amelia Powers Gardner. The B-roll shows Lee listening, walking, flashing a pocket constitution. There's not a lot you can do in 30 seconds, and the spot does a pretty good job to reinforce what many Republican voters like about Mike Lee, reminding them that he's a fiscal conservative and that he is pro-life. It's not flashy, but it doesn't have to be, especially if he's the only one on the air. So far, Lee's two Republican challengers have yet to air TV spots. Isom has a 3-minute video on her website, and Becky Edwards has 4 30-second spots that have been on her YouTube page for about the past 8 months. The Edwards spots are actually pretty good and could benefit her if they reached a larger audience. The Isom video is also a great introduction that pulls at your heartstrings, and I would presume her team will release a version or two of the best 30-second cuts at some point. Utah's primary is June 28th, but the ballots go out 3 weeks before that, so for many voters, Election Day could come as early as June 8th. That does not leave much time for the challengers. Whether or not Isom or Edwards has the money to drive their message home for enough voters in the amount of time remaining is the most pressing challenge for both. That's it for this week. More On Message in the next issue of the Utah Political Underground. Make sure you visit our site and sign up for our weekly email update. You can find more On Message videos, in-depth Utah political stories and analysis, plus podcasts and more at utahpoliticalunderground.com.